Hey guys, Chris Negley with Elegant Estates here. Today we're going to be doing a deck strip and wash on this guy right back here. So stay tuned and we'll show you what we got. So this is the back deck we're going to be stripping here. We are not doing the railings as per customer request. They just want to re-seal the walking surface. So any of the horizontal surface we will go ahead and strip off. Now they did use a deck restore product on this, and obviously it has been failing. We've been getting a lot of people that mention that that's not a good product and that's been failing. So we're gonna go ahead and put a stripper on it. There's some areas that I'm sure are gonna be stubborn that won't just come off of water, so we're just gonna apply some stripper on there and remove it that way. Obviously we're moving the furniture, we're gonna blow all this debris off, and then we'll mask off the house if we decide to do the stripper back here. We'll do a test area first to see if water's gonna take it off, and if we need to apply the stripper, then we'll go and do that. But we do have steps back here that go down to the lawn, and we're gonna be mixing our own stripper so we can mix it to whatever strength that we want to use it. So obviously we have to be careful. We don't want to fur the wood or anything. So there's going to be a fine line there that we're walking between, strong enough to take it off, but weak enough that it's not going to really damage the wood. So there is a small deck on the front that we're going to be doing the tests on. So there's some small steps. We'll do the test for the stripper on that. That way, if there's any issue, you're only replacing one board. Obviously the plants will be all rinsed down. There's plants all the way along this back edge, and nothing fortunately through here other than just grass. So that's pretty much what we're looking at. So right now it's overcast. It is a nice wooded lot, so we will have some shade for most of the day, but we'll see what happens here. Obviously, if you have some areas that your deck is in full sun, it can get pretty hot, and you have issues with your strippers drying out and that kind of thing. So I think today will be a perfect day to do this. Here's the other deck, and again, we're not doing the railings. We're just doing the walking surfaces here, and then we'll do our tests right here. So we'll apply some stripper there. If that works, great. If not, we'll bump it up. We'll do another test there, do a third test if we need to, figure out what strength we need, and then we'll be able to go ahead and do it on the whole deck. All right, so we've completed some of the stripping here. Stripped off the paint over here. Now all that's going to be cleaned up and brightened when we're done. We'll do that as an added service there. We got some of these boards here stripped off. Got 8 of them going this way. So those are pretty well stripped. We're going to strip the rest of this. This is that acrylic Olympic. I think it's Olympic Restore It, or Deck Restore, or whatever they call it. But it's real nasty stuff, and it's hard to come up. So, but we're getting there. So we'll go ahead and we'll strip the rest of this off and check back with you and show you what we're left with, and then we'll go ahead and do one video after we're done cleaning everything up and brightening it. All right, here we go the day after. We got everything stripped off on the surface. That's what we were contracted to do, is just the surface of the deck and the steps. They are going to be repainting those, so we came in, prepped them. So we got everything stripped off and cleaned, and we put a brightener on it, but it ended up raining about an hour after we put the brightener on there, so it didn't really brighten up as much as we were hoping, but that's really no big deal anyhow, because it's getting covered over. So, but it is clean, so it is all completely prepped and ready for them to go. So if you remember, that was all kind of chipped up, and some of it was exposed, some of it wasn't. Over here, these first few I would say about 30% was pretty solid, and then it started flaking up over in here. So, and again, that was that Deck Rescue It product, and I tell you, that stuff is nasty. We spent about 5 times the amount of time that we bid on this job getting it all stripped off. It is definitely not your average paint. So yeah, one recommendation I'll make to anybody who is looking to use that kind of product: make sure that before you put it on, you have your deck completely prepped and properly. Don't shortcut anything. Make sure you don't cover any kind of mildew. Make sure it's good and dry. Follow the recommendations on the can, because if you don't and it fails in certain areas, you're going to be spending a ton of money having somebody come in and do it. The type of equipment that we show up with, I mean, we're rolling up with between $60,000 and $100,000 worth of equipment to do this kind of work, and wash work and restoration work, and we still ended up spending 5 times the amount of time. Obviously, we have a contract with this, so it was fortunate for the homeowner, but you know, because we'll just charge them what the contract was. But I tell you what, this kind of work, if you use that kind of product and it fails, you're going to be paying somebody a ton of money to come in and strip it. So don't shortcut anything. Make sure you do it to the manufacturer's recommendations.